taxi USY Delta Mike 06.
QRZ 222. QRZ 222. Beaming out to the Bay Area. Starting not early, but we don't have anybody in the Santa Cruz area tonight because he's on a trip, so we're starting in the Bay Area. This is K6MYC Bozo Net 222, beaming the Bay Area. I think I hear somebody in there real weak. Let me see if I can move the antenna a little bit more here. Give me another call on all this. Give me a long call. I'll have to search for you here. QRZ 222, K6MYC, over.
Well, hello over there. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, well, I hear you.
Pointed toward the Bay Area on the bounce pad back to you. I was giving you about a 5x3. Can you take a copy now, Mike? Over.
Okay. Anyway, I heard two people at W6PQL. Good evening, Jim. And somebody else in there. Who was the other one? Give me another call now. I have had a lot of noise in the shack here. Go ahead.
KD6SOK.
KD6SOK. Good evening, Fred. Let's see here. Let me put 1296 down. And 507. Over to you, Jim. W6PQL, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, I also heard Paul in there, K6WIS. A little bit weaker, but he's probably using the old bounceroo path tonight. Let's see. Nothing much to tell you from here. It's the same as it was the last couple of days. So back to you, K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, very good. See, we did work you last night. Yeah, not too much happened between yesterday and today, I guess. We were inside. It's cold and ugly outside, very wet and dewy. It did sort of start to clear up a tiny bit at the end of the day here, but basically pretty marginal in terms of temperature. So it's not fun to be outside, and things are wet. Anyway, good evening to you, Jim. Thanks for checking in here, and we'll see you on 6 meters, hopefully. Are you going south for 52?
Yeah, I'll let you know either here or on 6 meters.
All right, very good. So down to you, Fred, KD6SOK, K6MYC.
Okay, very good, Mike. Yeah, I also heard Paul in there, and Paul was really strong in my direction. But yeah, it's freezing down here. It's been cold every day. It's overcast and cold and foggy, and we got like 1 hour and a half of sunlight, and then it fogged right back up again. Overcast. It's bitter cold outside tonight. So for us Californians, 40 degrees, it's freezing, of course. All right, back to you, Mike. 86S. Okay.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's cold here, boy. Cold everywhere. This whole western half of the U.S. It's raining like hell with the astronomical river, atmospheric river up in the Seattle, Washington State area. They're raining like hell. They're getting 6 or 7 inches up there. We're getting nothing here except all smoke and no fire, all fog and all clouds and no rain. A bummer. We haven't had any rain now for 2.5, 3 weeks. It's dry as a bone in the middle of winter here. Strange climate. And funny band conditions too. 40 meters has been really weird. At least it was Friday, Saturday. Seemed to be a little bit better today. Anyway, good to hear you. And we'll take a standby and see who else we're hearing in here. And then I guess you don't get on 6, so we won't see you on 6, but we'll see you maybe tomorrow night on 1296 when I'm have to go to that cold barn. Well, I got a heater out there, so it's not too bad. Anyway, KD6SOK for final. What have you been up to, and when do you take a Christmas break? When do you get off? About a week off for Christmas, I guess. K6MYC, over.
Yeah, next week I'm going to take off the rest of the year, I think, and, I'm going to take some time off. So, anyway, things are winding down, and, God, I can't believe how cold it is, and no rain either. I mean, Seattle is getting clobbered with tons of rain, and they're getting those high tides as well. Anyway, you sound good, so, I'm not going to do 6 meters, and I'll turn it back to you, KD6SOK. Thank you, Mike. Good to hear from you.
Okay, thank you, Fred, for checking in here. 73s, and see you tomorrow night. KD6SOK, K6MYC, listening for anybody else in the Bay Area.
Hey, good evening, Fred, and good evening, Jim. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Hey, good evening, Paul. You sound good. I heard you earlier, and you were really strong.
Yeah, Euro 593, and Jim, EQR, Euro. Your beams. Anyway, I just wanted to shout out a hello there. This is K6WIS, simply.
I got you now, Paul. Finally found where you were. You're not coming in the normal direction here again. Today you're back off of Vaca and Mount Diablo there. Anyway, good evening, and I wonder if you have any other check-ins there, or just yourself. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC.
An S5, and I'm pointing directly towards the Bay Area right now, more the south end of the Bay, 210 degrees. Mount Vaca for me would be up near 235 degrees. Asymmetrical bounce path again, over.
Well, I have to point north for you.
Right, yeah, you were peaking almost S7 then, Mike.
Yeah, I'm clear up at 300 degrees for you, so I'm going to Diablo and Mount whatever the other one is over there. Anyway, good signal, and I didn't catch whether you said you had anybody else or not. Do you have somebody else there?
K6KLY.
Just need to relay N1PPP, over.
Okay, N1PPP. I hear you, Russ. Stand by. N1PPP, and nothing from Kent, no Kent tonight?
He's sick in bed right now. Dave reported that he's not feeling well, so I hope he gets better soon, over.
Okay, yeah, that's too bad. Bill, KO6KD, is also quite ill. His leg has really got an infection in it, and he's not feeling good. He has lymphedema, so he has both of his legs ooze, but when they get infected, then he really gets sick. It's half of his body, you know. So Bill's in bad shape also. Anyway, I'm sorry about Kent. Hopefully he'll get over it. Everybody's got something. It seems like I've been lucky so far, nothing here. Anyway, good, and we'll look for you on the direct path, Paul, see if there's anything on the direct path, but you're doing well now. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, and I'll turn it over to Russ. Russ and you probably can hear each other, so you can be okay to make contact with each other if you want to do that, Russ. K6KLY to take it with K6WIS. Placerville area, K6MYC.
All right, thank you, Mike, K6KLY. I just want to get on here and point out to the 10-meter contest is this coming weekend, and starting at 4 o'clock Friday and going to 4 o'clock on Sunday. Now, okay, everybody, I'll be the single sideband operator at November Oscar 5 Zulu in New Mexico. So I hope to hear you guys on 10-meter sideband, Mike. And I'll be at November Oscar 5 Zulu at K6MYC, K6KLY.
Okay, very good. I don't don't know. I'll try to get on a little bit this coming weekend. I don't normally operate the contest, much less on 10 meters, but it might be a fun and see what we can do here. Everything works on the band, and I can rotate that antenna, so it might be fun to get on 10 and see what happens. N05K, November Oscar 5 Kilo, right?
November Oscar 5 Zulu. November Oscar 5 Zulu, over.
Okay, I heard it right. I just didn't remember it right. Okay, November Oscar 5 Zulu. Got it. All right, well, good luck. Have a safe trip down there. What are you going to do with Willie?
Yeah, no, I've got a lady coming in to babysit him while I'm gone, over.
Okay, very good. Very good. Well, have fun down there. Hopefully we'll have good conditions. The sun is in a condition where you don't know from one day to the next what you're going to get. It's either going to be great or it's going to be horrible. Anyway, see you later. Russ, you want to say hello to Paul over there? Go ahead.
Okay, hi, Paul. You're 5 and 9.
Yeah, good evening, Russ. K6KOY from K6WIS. Yep, you're also 5 and 9. Excellent signals there.
All right, Merry Christmas to all on here, K6KOY.
Okay, 7-3, Russ. And maybe we'll catch you on another band here before the end of the weekend. Before the weekend comes. When are you leaving for New Mexico?
Yeah, Friday morning.
Okay, so you'll be around all week. I'll look for you maybe on 1296 tomorrow or back on 2 meters on Wednesday there. K6KLY and K6WIS, K6MYC standing by. Anybody else in the Bay Area for 222? Nothing heard. I'll go a little bit more and we'll probably pick up N6RO. Let's see. I got to go a little further north for you, but are you copying me at all, Ken, N6RO, K6MYC? Okay. Yeah, you still got that same problem, breaking up pretty severely. Okay, on the temperature, I didn't get what dinner was. Dinner went away in the scramble, in the scrubble there. You're breaking up badly, so you got to have your guys look at that maybe this weekend before the contest or after or something. Something's not right on 222 there. Anyway, good evening. Pretty good signal when I get up your way there. N6RO Oakley, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what the problem here is, but we're not going to use it today. I can get my engineers on it. See you on 6, been a while. 6RO.
We'll see you on 6. Really funny because it kind of comes and goes. At times it takes you completely. To the middle of that transmission, I heard nothing readable audio-wise from you, just crackle. And then at the end, you went, when you said see you on 6 meters, it came in perfectly clear with just a minor amount of crackle. So I don't know, maybe it's how close you're holding the mic or something. Maybe you yelled into it just at the end there. Hi. That was better, whatever you did at the end. 7-3, you'll see on 6. N6RO, K6MYC. Anybody else in this direction for 222? Check-ins, please. Okay, nothing heard. Okay, up into Sacramento. The only one we have, I guess, is KO6KD, but I don't know if you're going to be able to make it tonight, Bill. It's up to you. KO6KD, K6MYC, over. KO6KD, I should say. Let me go a little further here. KO6KD, KO6KD, K6MYC, calling and listening. Are you going to be in there for us tonight, Bill? Over.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Okay, good signal. Good evening, Aaron. I don't think Bill's going to be there. He's really not feeling well.
Yep, no worries. Yeah, I was just waiting for you to be pointed more north. It makes it easier for me to bounce off the mountains.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Rob. I guess he's doing another net, is he, tonight or something?
Yeah, he's always got his Aries net on net. Well, he's got like 5 different nets on Monday nights. So whether or not he's running the net or not, he's over on the other frequency. But yep, I'm keeping the list. 10 at the moment. Well, 9. We're still waiting for confirmation from PQL on 52, but I have that penciled in, and we'll wait to hear from Rob tonight. But yeah, he's usually off doing a bunch of other nets at K6USY.
Okay, very good. And I've got you and Brittany both in here, and I'm sure we'll hear Rob before it's over there. And I know he was sometimes not in here very much on the 220 part of it. He usually gets going by the time we get to 6 meters there. Oh boy, what a day! Very cold and clammy. We have a little puppy in the house. The puppy that my grandson's getting is now here living with us this week, and then next week he'll be heading home, I think, and over to Hollister area. But this week he was delivered here last night. So we've got the puppy. It's a little female Queensland heeler, and she's a real jewel, really a pleasure. Good little dog, very active, but very nice manners, and we can keep her under control. She chews on everything. Of course, they're teething once they get done with the breastfeeding, which she's off the mother now and separated from mom. She's chewing on everything and eating and drinking a lot and peeing on the floor and stuff like that. That's the only problem with this time of year. We can't let her out too much. So we've got little places that she can go, and she's starting to get the idea to go in that one spot for us on a board that I have. Anyway, that's what's going on here. So, and I got Bootsy on my lap here at the moment. She's looking for attention because she says, I don't like that puppy. You pay too much attention to that puppy and not enough attention to me. K6USY with a pause for any others, K6MYC.
226.
I hear 226 in there. Good evening, Ken. You're weak. Are you going to go down and try to work Ralph?
Yeah, I just did. I'm on my beam's pointed the wrong way. I'm heading back up your way, but yeah, Ralph was there.
Okay, I couldn't get confirmation. Did you work Ralph?
QSL. I did work Ralph, and I should be getting a little better. I'm heading back your way.
Yeah, you're okay. I just didn't confirm it in my head completely there, so I'll put 3 down and 226 down as soon as the cat gets off of the paper here. She's sitting right on your spot. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, he knows I'm a cat lover then. Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. I hope everything's doing all right. Yeah, Ralph was on down below about an S2, but plenty readable. So anyway, I am here, and I will hang around for 6 meters as well. WA60IB. I'll follow you around.
Okay, very good. We'll see you on 6 in a few minutes there. I don't think we're going to get Bill in here. I don't think we've got anybody else, but I think maybe Daniel will be there. He may be there up in Carson City there tonight. We'll see. Otherwise, we're going dry here on 222.
What about Tom?
Well, Tom's out of town. He's in Eastern Europe right now on a Christmas trip. He'll be back around December 15th. So another week we'll start to hear Tom back again. Over.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, very good. All right. Well, I'm I'm here. WA60IB, following you around.
All righty, very good. One last call, Bill. And I don't know, can you hear me at all, Paul, on the direct path there? K6WIS, K6MYC.
KM6SRR.
Okay, good evening, Rob. I got to move this cat. She's sitting on the log sheet here. Let me get this out from underneath you, little girl. There you go. Just let me have the paper. Okay, there you can stay up here, but I got to have my paper. I'll start forgetting calls if I don't get people written down here. Let's see, I got to put, hang on a second, Rob.
Do you want the list, Rob?
Yeah, sure, that'd be great. Thank you. KM6SRR.
Okay. Course 47, 1296, 507, 637, 336, 111, 835, 1079, 1100, 226, and don't forget 3, because otherwise you'll get complaints. And then, of course, 432 yourself, and you're all caught up. And I don't know if you got 1200 or not. K6USY.
Yes, 1200 is here, and I see 336. What about Kent, 160?
No, he was under the weather.
Okay, got him down. Thank you, Aaron. And back to net, KM6SR here.
Okay, I'm going to Nevada, and that'll be the last one. I think we might have Daniel in here tonight. Let's see what happens. Last call towards Sacramento for anybody that can copy me here. K6MYC Bozo Net, Sacramento, and places in between and beyond. I'm not hearing Paul, so I'm just going to go right on up to Nevada here. And as far around as I can get. Hopefully that's close to you, Daniel. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London, KE7UQL, K6MYC, calling and listening. KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform, Quebec, London, K6MYC, calling and listening. Yeah, Roger, I have you. Very light, but it's probably not your fault. I think the antenna is, I'm running into an electrical stop. I'm running into the electrical stop in the rotator. I'm off here about 20 degrees, and I can't get it all the way on you. But we have you, Daniel. We have you all okay. So 272 is checked in. Over.
Hello there, Daniel.
Hello, Ken, KE7UQL. Good evening.
Good evening. KE7UQL, WA60IB. Did you copy, Mike? Daniel, did you hear Mike?
Mike is a little bit fuzzy for me at this time. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, he's got you. You're there. You got a fairly good signal to hear tonight, but I'm under the fog and he's in the fog. So, KE7UQL, WA60IB.
Roger, thank you, Ken. KE7UQL, standing by.
Okay, Daniel, we got you all okay here. It's just that I can't get the rotator far enough around on you. I'm about 10 degrees short of getting to you. So I copy you all okay. Thanks for checking in here on 222. KE7UQL and the helper WA60IB, K6MYC 222 Bozo Net. Anybody else? anything, and we didn't expect anybody else, but sometimes Larry comes in. Larry can do 222, but he's sick right now. And 7 Whiskey Tango, and I don't know how long he's going to be under the weather, but he's also got antennas that are twisted around in different directions. Trying to get somebody to go over there and help him get things straightened out. Anyway, I guess that's it for the net. So, Rob, good evening, and take a transmission, Rob, and then we'll go over to 6 meters here. KM6SRR and the group K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. I got a quick count of 14. How's that look for you? Three, Daniel. Take care. WA60IB. K6MYC, KM6SRR.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to comment. I'm just turning back toward the Bay Area here.
Okay, yeah, I did. I commented, but I think I might have doubled with Daniel or Ken. Anyway, we counted 14. How's that look for you?
Yeah, that's probably close. I'm sure that I listened to what Aaron gave you, and that was correct. So I think we've got the same count here. So we'll go over and see you guys on 6 meters there. Just trying to get, I can't get going. I can't get going when it's cold like this. We sit around and stoked the fire, cleaned out all the ashes today and got the fire going again, and that was the extent of our activity today. Kind of a nothing day. Not any fun outside. I was outside for a little while, but not very long. And even the cats haven't gone outside very much. They go out. They don't mind it, but they go out for a couple of hours and then come in. All right, we'll see you guys all on 6 meters. This is K6MYC closing the 222 Bozo Net from Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, and seeing everybody in just a minute or two on 50.140. Bye-bye.
All righty, here we go. K6USY.
KM6, SRR, and Bozo 1200.
Well, we hear you there.
That's good. I wasn't sure I was making anything or even on the right channel. I heard.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Yeah.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Hi, Aaron. 226 is over here, too. At least I think I am.
Yep, sounded good, Ken. WA6OIB, KM6SR.
That's you in there, Daniel, behind everybody. KE7UQL, WA6OIB.
Okay, got everybody written down, I think. 432 and 1200, 226 and 1079 and 1100. Is there anybody else?
107 WB6JNT.
Yeah, Roger. I hear you, Dane, 107. And also hear KD6BQ up there in Nevada. I'm beamed up that way. I'm beamed due north, guys. due north for Nevada, but I'm still struggling with the rotator. I don't have a good rotator, so I think I'm pointed right, but I don't know. I heard you pretty well, however, Richard. So let me shoot it up to Richard. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Pick it up.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ. There's some QSC. You're going down right now, so I'm probably losing that to you. But anyway, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249 in Nevada.
Yeah, I'm swinging the antenna back and forth. I'm not seeing any difference on you. Is it better or worse where I'm pointed right now for you?
Right now you're up on a peak there, so it seems to be a lot of QSC. Go ahead.
Well, let's just watch it. Part of that was me rotating. I think the rotator is going from about 14 degrees past north to the east, going from there all the way down to 270, but I can't get below about 270, 260 something. That's all I can rotate. I'm limited on one end by a physical stop and an electrical stop on the other end. This is a rotator that only goes 180 if everything is calibrated, and it's not calibrated for this station, for this rotator. It's the only one that makes output power. My other two burned up. The transformers burned up when we had that DC on the AC lines here for a while.
A little bit if you're trying to peak it up. So anyway,
maybe he's losing me.
Sun last night with the diversity receive. Unfortunately, don't have it here on 6 meters. So anyway, hopefully you get a chance to peak up a little bit. K6MYC, KD6BQ.
No, I'm still listening to. I'm hearing you, but you were doubling with me. Over.
Oh, Roger, dropped way down, so I thought you were waiting to see if you could peak up on me.
I'm going back and forth. I think I went past you now. I could probably come back up a little bit more here. Anyway, Ken, go ahead and say hello to Richard there.
Yeah, you're way down again now. So anyway, some either QSB or antenna pointing or a little bit of both. Over.
And WB6GGY.
Yeah, good morning, Phil. Ken, something wrong there. You were way down. You must be on the wrong antenna, Ken. WA60IB. Go ahead, K6MYC.
Yeah, I didn't have the amplifier on. Yeah, and I drive the amp with about 30 watts on the exciter here, so I was only putting out 30 watts. I forgot to flip the switch over on the amplifier. So there I am. Yeah, it's kicking 2.5 pretty hard now, so I think I'm up there now. And I heard Phil there. Good evening, Phil. And KD6BQ, do you hear me now, Richard? WA60IB.
Good evening there, Ken. Good signal.
KD6BQ. Yeah, your signal's a little better than Mike's is right now.
Yeah, I don't think I'm pointed right at you, but good enough for now, Richard. I don't think there's anybody else up there with you. You want to check and see if Eric is there?
November 7, Whiskey Tango.
Oh, DN7WT is here. Well, goodness. Good to hear you, Larry. 657. I wonder, we didn't hear you on 222. Are the antennas still all screwed up? Over?
Yeah, they are, but I just got out there late for 222. You already were here. I expected you around 8 o'clock, but you're already gone. So anyway, no big deal. But anyway, hello from here. I've been sick with a bad cold and a cough for the last week or so, and I'm just now trying to recover. Over.
No, we weren't gone at 8 o'clock. We hadn't gotten to you by 8 o'clock. I didn't get to Daniel till about 7 or 8 minutes after 8 o'clock is when I got to you there. So you were thinking we should have been there by 8, but we didn't. We weren't there yet. Over.
Well, it's only 4 minutes after 8 right now. So I don't know what clock you're looking at, but I was there at just before 8 o'clock and listening and heard nothing. And it's 4 minutes after right now, so I don't know what clock you're looking at. Over.
Yeah, I guess we're early here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was misreading the clock here. I had to stand up. I was reading the second hand, not the minute hand. So I thought it was 20 after 8 already, but it wasn't. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, I can go back to 220 if you want to make a call. I haven't. Well, I take it back. I turned away. How about if I list you? Let's list him on the net because he was there, but we didn't catch him. We turned away too quickly for Larry. He was on 220's guys. Rob, KM6SRR, K6MYC. You want to add, Larry?
Will do, Mike.
Okay. You've been added to the 222 list, Larry, over.
Cold and cough, and I haven't been hardly operating at all for the last week or so, over.
Yeah, very weak now. I must not be pointed right again. Anyway, did you copy that, Ken?
I think you can hear this better, Mike. I guess I have to turn the amp up here high. I've been sick for the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks, and so I haven't been doing much operating at all on the radio because of a bad cough, over. Bad cough, but I just haven't been operating at all. That's been the problem here. I'm just now recovering.
It sounded good, Larry. N7WT, KM6SRR.
I don't know what happened to Mike, but you're nice and strong, Rob. KM6SRR, N7WT. You can maybe relay that too, Mike. I've been trying to get through, and apparently things haven't been working out too well. The band keeps switching, or I've gotten to working out, or whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to see if you pass that on. The fact I've been sick for the last couple of weeks, and I with a real bad cough, and so I haven't been operating at all. KM6SRR, you're 5 and 5, N7WT.
Yeah, hang on a second. Larry, I got you now. For some reason, I don't know how it happened, but the antenna was pointed down at 240. So I was copying you off the back of the beam. This should be better. Is that better, Larry?
Yeah, you're better. You're still not as strong as Rob was, but I think it's band conditions. It's just up and down, over.
Yeah, well, I just turned it far enough to get you louder. No problem. I don't have very good readout on this one. I'm limping along on an incorrect rotator controller. All I'm doing is putting voltage to it, and I'm kind of going by ear, over.
Yeah, roger. Anyway, we finally got here connected, I guess, now, but it's been kind of touch and go. The band's not too red hot tonight. So, anyway, I'll let you go ahead on with it. K6MYC and W6OIB and KM6SRR, 73s from down here in Gardnerville, Nevada, over.
Yeah, go ahead now, Rob.
Okay, Larry. Yep, you're sounding good there. I couldn't hear you in the beginning, so I thought I wasn't pointed right. But good to have you back. Thank you. KM6SR, back to net.
And Larry, good to hear you. I'm glad you're feeling better too. I was sick a couple weeks ago as well with a real bad cough. Same type of thing. Big bad head cold and coughing like crazy. Couldn't hardly talk. I'm glad you're feeling better. I am too. We're back to normal and taking nourishment. N7WT, WA60IB.
You're real strong here right now, Ken. Good signal. And Roger on the cough. I'm hearing this thing is going all over. All kinds of people have got this crazy cold cough or whatever you want to call it. And anyway, I've just been a couple of weeks. I'm just now it's getting better. Where at least I'm not coughing every minute. Anyway, 73 to you, Ken, over.
Yeah, very good. Well, we're both on the mend, and that's good. You and me both. Okay. Thank you, Mike. WA60IB. I'm going to head on inside. We just got some company here. Gwen just texted me, so I got to get in. WA60IB. Good night, guys.
All right, 7-3, Ken. And let me get it up to you, Phil. Phil, are you still with us?
92's here.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. I was turned all wrong here for some. I don't know what happened. Maybe the thing went into automatic mode. I guess I could do that. Maybe that's what happened. See, I thought that we were being hooked into the internet, but I remember now I got the RS-232 plug disconnected, so I probably got into the plug format or the format on the rotator where it goes to where you've got it in the preset mode, and I didn't realize it, and it had rotated around to about 240. So I was turned wrong for everybody. Anyway, we're sort of back to normal now, but I forgot that when we're hooked up to the stream, I can't rotate. I can't do the rotator except in the manual mode, and that's why I didn't even think about the fact that I wasn't in the stream mode, because I'm not connected to the internet here with that rotator box, because it's all screwed up. Anyway, a lot of story about nothing, but anyway, good to hear you, Phil, and nice to have you this morning, and glad you're feeling better after everything has gotten behind you there, so to speak. Anyway, we kicked your plight around at the dinner time, and everybody at the table said, no, we're not getting that flu shot. WB6GGY in the group, K6MYC.
Good evening, Phil. Just want to say hi before I have to leave. WA60IB.
Go ahead, Phil. Where'd Phil go? Did I drop off? I don't think so. I guess Phil may have.
Okay, Ken, very good. We'll talk to you.
982 is here.
WB6GGY.
Okay, take care, Phil.
Boy, you got a potent signal tonight there, Ken. You're really blasting through. WB6GGY.
Okay. Very good, Phil. We didn't hear you come back the first time. You may not have pushed the mic button or something there, but maybe you thought you were talking, but you weren't. Over. Phil? WB6GGY, are you not hearing me?
You're under the noise level.
Okay, I don't know why.
Still hearing you up in Nevada.
Let me jump in here real quick, Mike. 982.
I don't know which way your antenna's pointing. You were as strong as Ken, and now you're off by, you're down by at least 15 dBs. Go ahead.
We got you, Darryl.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
Yeah, well, I probably went too far north for you. See, I'm going by ear here, and you're plenty loud here, but you must have a terrible noise problem. Any better now, Phil?
Negative. The band may have dropped out on us there, Mike. The band may have dropped out. Go ahead.
No, the band doesn't drop out. It's just that I'm not pointed right.
You're loud up here in Nevada.
Negative copy. No copy at all. WB6GGY.
I'm still pointed due north. There it should be better. Is that getting better now, Phil?
Oh yeah, that brought it way up.
Yeah, I was still pointed toward the north when this rotor box doesn't have a lot of power, and things are stiff and cold up there. And I pushed the button and it went into default mode. The antenna did not start right away. And when it doesn't start right away, after 2 or 3 seconds, the microprocessor says, okay, nothing's happening. I'm going to shut down until you figure out what you did wrong. Over. So that's what happened. Now it's starting to rotate now. Good to hear you, Phil. We'll see you in the morning. I don't see any reason why we won't be there. I've just got a cat this evening. It's driving me crazy here. On top of everything else, she insists on sitting on the log sheet. No matter where I move the log sheet, she's sitting there. She finally gave up. Okay. She started me pushing her away. Okay. Let's see. Did we have WB6GG? No, we got GGY in here. WB6. Oh, come on, Ben. What's your call?
1134.
Oh, that's a different one. Go ahead, Bet 1134.
Hello there, Mike. N6 BCC. Thought I'd jump in there while I'm hearing you.
Well, I was pointed due north, as I said. I wasn't pointed at you. I'm more in your direction now, Merle. Good to hear you. 1134. You haven't been checking in on 2 meters at all, so we've been kind of losing track of you.
I'm still 2 meterless. And I'm pointing towards Phil's house right now. I had him 20 over and stuff, but yeah, and all of a sudden when you swung towards him, you're up there about 10 over. Actually, I hear you better this way than the other way.
Well, I got a rotator controller here. I'm using a controller that's not giving me the proper readout. It works. It makes the antenna go, but it doesn't tell me where I'm pointed. So I'm going by ear.
No, Roger. Yeah, I was listening there. You see, you didn't get that fixed yet, but yeah, like I said, I can hear you in there actually better with you pointing to where you're at right now, and me pointing towards Phil than I do pointing down at your house. That's pretty strange. Strange band tonight.
Well, you pointed toward Phil, and I rotated toward you, so that's what happened. That's why I came up for you. Over.
Hey, Roger. Oh, how's Judy and you been doing? You guys been doing good?
Yeah, we're hanging in there, staying inside and trying to stay warm. It's just not fun out there in the fog. Over.
Boy, you got that right. I sure don't miss going out there and working in that stuff. And but yeah, I've been pretty busy there, playing there on the radio. I'm making about 150, 200 contacts a day. Been getting a bunch there on 30 meters, which is quite odd. But hey, what can I say? I'm doing a pretty good job there too. So, but having fun, playing a lot of radio, and so right there. And I do have a part coming for that Kenwood of mine. So hopefully I'll have that 2-meter rig back on the air again pretty soon.
Very good. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. It wasn't an antenna problem. It was a radio problem. You didn't have a 2-meter radio for us here. Over.
Roger. Yep. ICOM I had took and fried, and I took it over to this guy that said he could fix it, and it wasn't fixed. So I turned around and got rid of it. I just said, it's just too old. I'm not going to mess with it. So I evil bait it, and then I bought this Kenwood. It works, but I can't change frequencies. I can't, the encoder there for the VFO is not working. So I've got another one coming, and I'm hoping this one works. If this one don't work, it's going in the garbage can. Well, I'm going to put it on eBay for parts, and I'm looking at that ICOM like you have. So what is it, 9,700? And when I get ready, if I end up going that way, I'll contact you on getting one.
Yeah, okay. So we could probably buy one for you through the plant. You might talk to Robert about that. That's how we bought ours. We get a factory discount from ICOM on the thing, so we might be able to do you a little bit of good if you can't beat the price, if you can't get the price down to something reasonable in one of the dealerships there. All righty, good to hear you, Merle. Rob, are you copying Merle there?
Yep, I'm hearing him pretty good. I don't know if he's hearing me. Shoot, I forgot his call sign here. KM6SRR here.
N6BCC.
Yeah, that's it. N6BCC, KM6SRR.
Any copy on Rob there, Merle?
Yeah, I hear him. He's weak, but I can hear him.
Well, he called you.
I went back to him. Hey, Rob, you copy me, N6BCC.
Yep, got you there, Merle. You're pretty good here. Thank you.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, you're just right at the noise level, just peaking a little bit above, so it's kind of hard to hear you there. If I had my headphones on, I could pull you out better.
Do you have the amp on there, Rob?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pointing right to him. I went down a little further. This may be better. I seem to be hearing him the same no matter where I point, but maybe this will be stronger for him.
Maybe you're turning the wrong rotator. He's in Modesto. He's easy.
Yeah, usually about the same heading as Ken, N6RO.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I am pointing 90 degrees right now, so I'm a little off to you guys there, but yeah, we can hear you in there. You got a little bit better, but man,
5 MPD 1129
tonight for some reason.
And I hear N5 NPD too. No, you shouldn't be pointing at 90. We should be at about 120 for you or something.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be 118, but I was pointing towards Ken. I mean, towards Ken, but towards Phil, you know, GGY, and boy, you were just booming in. That's where I've been.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
And now I'm pointing down there towards you right now. And hey, Rob, let me see if I can hear you any better.
Okay, I adjusted again. Hopefully you're hearing me better. N6BCC, KM6SRR.
Hey, Roger. I can hear you. You're about a 6, popping up to about a 7 there. So, yeah, not too bad there. But, yeah, I don't get to hear you that often. You're not in my scope of receiving.
Yep, Roger on that. That's fine.
All righty, well, you have a great one there, Rob. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Let Mike get on with the net there. So, hey, Mike, you take and tell Judy I said hello, and we will catch you guys all later. Good talking to you. N6 BCC, I'll be QRT on everyone else's.
Okay, have fun on 30 meters. You're doing a lot of CW, aren't you?
Working with a little bit of CW and a little FT8.
Oh, okay, got it. All righty. Well, 7-3, and I thought I heard little Brett in there, N5 NPD. Were you there, Brett?
I am, Mike, N5 MPD, Brett and Emmon, 1129, and I heard Rob as well.
There you go, Rob. You copy on Brett there?
Yep, I was going to get back to him, but you start transmitting. How you doing, Brett? N5 NPD, KM6SR. Sounding good over here.
Good, Rob. Yeah, you're a little light, but I can hear you just fine.
You hear that, Rob?
Yeah, I'm having to manage a cat here. He just clawed me.
He's having the same problem I'm having with the cat. I finally convinced my cat that she shouldn't sit on the log sheet anymore, and she walked away with a pen stuck up her ass. That's a joke. Okay, very good. Anyway, good to hear you, Brett. It's been a while, but good to hear you in there. Good, strong signal. I'm not sure kind of where I'm pointed. Probably split between you and Merle. But let me let you go, or at least stand by a second, and as long as I'm up this direction. Let's see if N6RO is in there. He may want to get off to dinner or something. N6RO, are you with us, Ken? K6MYC. N6RO, K6MYC.
How about AF6 United?
I hear you, K6KLY.
Oh, well, maybe I'm too far over. Okay. I hear you, Lee. I must be, this rotor is doing weird things. It's going on its own to places I don't want it. It's done it again now. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Let me come back up again here. Anyway, let's see. K6KLY and 1098-111. Okay, Russ, take it, and then we'll get it over to Lee if he's still copying me, and I probably went way past Ken. That's why he wasn't copying me. K6KLY in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, Michael, just thought I'd check in here on 6 meters and make sure this thing still works.
WB
I haven't had it on in a couple of weeks. So hello to everybody. If you hear Ken on there, say hello to Ken. And remember, I'll be in New Mexico for the contest, K6KLY.
Yeah, N05 Zulu, got it. Thanks, Russ. Somebody doubled with you. Was that you, Phil?
Roger. Your signal's way back up, Mike. Your signal's very strong now. You're 20 over. Good signal. To you there, Mike. Over.
Yeah, well, and rotating in directions that I'm not telling it to go, and that's what I can't figure out, why it keeps going in different directions. I am pointed right where it should be now. It's at 300 degrees and right on for Ken, and I didn't I didn't put it there. I was just down in the 200s a second ago, so I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, it's rotating all on its own here. Anyway, good. Thank you for that, Phil. Let's see. The other one in here was, how about you? You may not hear me anymore, Lee, but I got you in here. AF6 United, K6MYC.
K6MYC, AF6 United. You dropped down about 2 F units, but I can still barely hear you there. So I'll let you go and figure out what the heck is going on with your rotator and controller there. And say 7-3 for the night. K6MYC from AF6 United. Back to net.
Yeah, well, I think it's now pointing where it says it's supposed to be pointing. That's the thing that's bugging me. I don't know. Maybe I screwed around with it and did something stupid. But now it's pointed at 300 degrees, which is about 25 or 30 degrees north of you. So that's why I'm down, but we got you, Lee, anyway. If you want to stand by, I'll be more in your direction in a minute here. But let me give another call for N6RO and see if you're in there, Ken. By the way, Ken, WA6OIB, had to go. He had visitors. He would have still been here. Russ, but he had to go because his wife texted him, said she got visitors at the front door. So he went in. N6RO, can you copy me now, Ken? K6MYC.
756.
Okay. Let me go back up towards Sacramento here. Boy, I screwed everything up bad tonight. 756. We've got you, Darren. Let me take a transmission and I'll peek on you. Go ahead.
Well, when you were calling N6RO, you sure sounded good right there. I'm surprised you had to move at all. You sounded in here the best I've heard you in quite some time. KR6MR is waiting in the wings for you, by the way. But I thought I'd jump in there and say hello while I could hear you.
Yeah, no, that's good. I got you. And we should also listen for KR6MR, John up there. I think I'm pretty well peaked on you, Darren. Anyway, thanks for checking in. I went right on by it because I was thinking we were on 222 and Bill didn't show up on 222 and I forgot about you guys on 6. My mind is just all tangled up this evening with this rotor problem I'm having.
Like I said, you were a lot better when you're ported to RO.
Yeah, we've got 52. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for that. Darren, you got covered up by the strong signal from W6PQL, who I'll check in here also. 1296 on Rob on this band, although he's checking in the 222 52 that he worked there. So we'll catch you there in a minute, Jim. W6PQL, hang on. Okay, so let me just see if I can KR6MR here. John, are you in there? KR6MR, K6MYC?
Roger. KR6MR, Bozo 759. No amplifier tonight, no amplifier, only 100 watts. Over.
Well, you're doing good. Now, I think I peaked on you, too. When you're weaker, it's easier to peak. I'm watching you on the spectrum display. I can't see the S meter move very quickly, but I'm watching it spectrum-wise, and I watch the signal comes up on the spectrum. So that's probably the best way to peak anyway. Anyway, thanks much for being there. Sorry I'm screwed up this evening. I went right on by you because got people calling me from all different directions here. Anyway, good to have you in here. And I imagine it's cold and foggy up with you, or are you above the fog and you getting some sunlight?
Oh, I'm above the fog. It's been sunny every day up here. But as soon as I hit Highway 80 and get to Auburn, it's pea soup. And I had to do that today because I had to take the wife down shopping in Rancho Cordova. Over.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you got some sun. We could sure use it here. We're getting really dull. We get a little sun, but you got to wait for it, and then you got to run out and say, "Oh, I'm standing in the sun. I can feel it. And then it goes away. Over.
Yeah, nope. We've had good sun, no fog at all. Very happy to have it, but it does get a little cooler at night.
Okay, hang on a second. There's another CW station. Who's this CW? Go ahead, CW. Go ahead, the CW station. Well, somebody popped in there on CW. Maybe it was a mistake. Anyway, we got it. Okay, listen, let me let you go. Let's get this thing back in order here. I think, is there anybody up north? I wonder if that was KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Was that you, Rich? They might have got us on a meteor burst or something from Redding. You were really strong for a second there. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC, Redding. Was that you, Rich? Nothing. just came out of nowhere. It had to be a meteor burst from somebody. And it was Tangling your voice, and I didn't copy the letters. If I get any of his letters, if I get SW together, then I know right away who it is. Or if I hear KD6 or KD, I know it's him up there because he's the only one with that kind of a call sign that we haven't worked yet. All right, 7-3, John, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with good luck on 1296. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Okay, 73, Mike. I'll look for you on 1296. KR6MR back from that.
Yeah, look forward to that. Okay, let me come back down now. I think maybe anybody else in the Sacramento area, K6MYC, K06KD.
Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu.
Okay, well, I know if I'm pointed for you, I'm also pointed for Ken. Hang on a second, John. N6RO, are you here, Ken? Ken's somewhere in there. He must have gotten interrupted or he's eating dinner. W6WZZ, K6MYC. Go ahead, John.
Hey, good evening, Mike. How you doing down there?
Pretty good. It's 1146?
1145, 1145.
Okay. I only missed you by one count. That's not bad out of 1100, was it?
Right? Well, you got a good memory, huh?
Well, I saw 1146 and 1145, but I'm doing this without eyes, and so my memory is sometimes overshadowing what I'm seeing. I said 1145 in my head, and I said, no, I don't think that's right. I think it's 1146. And by the time I said it, I knew I was wrong. Anyway, good going. Let's see. The last thing we talked about, you were doing the 6-meter antenna, and I guess you must have it working. Or is it the 2-meter antenna? No, you're still working on the 2-meter.
Roger that. I'm still working on the 2-meter. I got those parts, and I've got to go and put those parts on. I've been under the weather, so me and the wife have been sick since I got back from Oklahoma. So, and it's cold out. Good Lord.
Yeah, cold and muggy, and overcast. We've been in the fog and the clouds here for days. We're getting tired of it. No, I understand. No problem. But I'm glad you got... Did you get the parts from us?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that all connected and Robert got everything done. He was on vacation for a while and he got back and he was behind times and I wasn't sure if that all got connected, but I'm glad it did. Good part, good deal. The aluminum part in the middle is pretty much the same as a plastic part. It doesn't have much effect on the element. Like, there'd be a small variation, but it's not enough to worry about. Over.
Roger that. Yeah, I've got it all put together, and then I went to go and move it, and one of the other ones that wasn't broke because of the cold. So I've got other pieces that I can use for that. I got the new pieces on already, but one of the other pieces broke. So I got some good fix for that, so it'll be fine.
Okay. Very good. Sorry about that. It's the plastic pieces that are probably so old now they're probably getting fragile. Too many years in the sun or something. 30, 40 years, you can't ask much more than that out of that plastic. We did use a lot of UV stabilizer, ultraviolet stabilizer in the plastic, but eventually that all gives up. Anyway, good to hear you, and let's take another standby for Ken. Glad you're getting over the cold. Everybody's sort of getting over something right now, it seems like. I'm lucky I'm hanging in there, but I've been very careful. And I have a good regimen of antibodies or stuff that keeps me from getting sick. Let's put it that way. Can't think of the right words here this evening. Oh, my God. All right, let's see. Ken, N6RO, are you in the shack yet? K6MYC. Okay, Ken will probably check in a minute. I'm turned all over the place here, but let me just see if there's anybody else in this direction. How about KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima? Are you here? Anybody else copying me here in this direction toward Vacaville? Okay, I'm going to go to the Bay Area. 7-3, John, and one of these days we'll catch you on 2 meters. Be anxious to hear you. But you're doing good on 6 here. K6, W6 Whiskey Zulu Zulu, K6MYC.
Okay, 73 is Mike. You guys stay warm down there. K6MYC, Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu Zulu.
Okay. This should be pretty close to the middle of the Bay Area. Let's see what happens here. W6PQL, are you still in there, Jim, or did you leave? Okay, Jim's gone. Anybody else in the Bay Area for 2 meters, for 6 meters, sorry, 6 meters, 6 meters.
Yes, good evening, Mike. WB6, W9, 1090.
Okay, WB6, WNI, I hear you, Gary. Hang on a second. KB6, Juliet Sugar Mike, we heard you also, John. Make a transmission, John, and pretty good signal. I've heard you stronger, but somebody put a carrier on right about that time as well, so I just barely got your call. Good to hear you again, John. KD or KB, I can't remember. Juliet Sugar Mike, K6MYC.
Yeah, Roger. Kilowatt Bravo, says Juliet Sugar Mike. Yeah, I've been pretty good here in the Bay Area. Only running about 100 watts, but it seems to be working.
Yeah, okay. Did you change your call? Is it K7? What was the call again, John?
KB6, yes, Kilowatt Bravo 6, like Juliet Sugar Mike.
Okay, KD6, there's quite a bit of QSB on your signal. For some reason, you're going up and down on me. Kilo Delta 6, Juliet Sugar Mike. Okay, we got you. Give me a number again, John. I can't dig it out. Over.
1192. 1192.
1192. Okay, got it. Thank you. And good to hear you. I haven't heard you much on 2 meters, but I know sometimes their path is bad. Although we had pretty good propagation last night on 2 meters with the fog and everything. It's really, really strong signals. I kept thinking I would hear you in there, even with your weak station from the balcony there. We should have heard you had you been there. Have you been trying on 2 meters, John?
Not lately. I've been, I have to change antennas out every time if I set the sideband. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, we'll just keep listening for you. Check in when you can, John. Thanks very much for coming in here this evening on 6. There's some QSB on here kind of going up and down on me, but that may be I just don't have the antenna in the right direction. Are you running from the remote station, or you got the thing at the home QTH there in Sunnyvale? Over.
I'm running the remote station.
I didn't get it. Give me it again. You're running the remote?
I'm running the remote. Over.
Okay, boy, yeah, you've gotten really, really weak all of a sudden. Wherever the remote is, I must not be pointed at the remote. I probably have to go further north. Where's the remote? Where's the remote transmitter? Where's the antenna for the remote? Over.
It is located in Santa Clara. Over.
Is anybody copying what he's saying? Where's the remote located?
He's in Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Well, that's funny because I'm pointed right at him and it's just fading like crazy. Okay, well, anyway, thank you. Anyway, John, thanks for coming in. I don't know why it's so weak tonight. Normally you're just pounding in here from that remote in Santa Clara. Something maybe not right there. Anyway, John, Gary, over to you. WB6WNI, K6MYC.
Well, thank you, Mike. Yeah, I heard John briefly, and he's in Santa Clara. I was a little surprised it didn't come in stronger. I could hear him, and then when you asked where he was, that was it. I could tell he was there, but I couldn't make anything out. So Santa Clara is like 5 miles from here. Anyway, not much report. You're coming in well as usual. High noise level as usual. So I guess the big question, Mike, is did you ever figure out who was sending CW earlier back to you?
No, the only thing I could think of that was a meteor burst, and it might have been my Reading station, KD6 Sugar Whiskey. He's in short range for meteor, but sometimes you can get real short hop meteor stuff. And that might have been what it was, because it was very strong and very steady, but it was just there for about 10 seconds, and it went away. Sometimes the meteor burst on 6 lasts longer than that, but that one went away, or he stopped, and by the time I got back to him, it was gone, of course. So I don't know who it was. Anyway, you're fading also. The funny conditions all of a sudden on 6 here. Something's going on weather-wise. You're up and down. I'm watching the S meter here and the spectrum display, and I peeked you, and I got a good signal on the spectrum display, but you seem like the audio was dropping off on me. Take another one, Gary, and then we'll let you go, and I'll see if there's anybody else left in the Bay Area for us here. WB6WNI, K6MY.
Oh, very good, Mike. Yes, I was going to report the CW was very strong. So it could have been a meteor burst. If you heard it strong and I heard it strong, that would explain it. Yeah, you never know. Like I said, 6 meters, you never know. Anyway, Mike, we'll talk again on Wednesday. We'll say 73 for now. K6MYC, WB6WNI. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, you sound like you're still trying to get over a cold there, over.
Oh, no, maybe just, I don't know. I don't have a cold, I don't think, Mike.
Okay, well, you just sound stuffed up. Maybe it's just the band. The band sounds like it's giving you a cold there, Gary. Okay, 7-3, my friend. Talk to you on Wednesday. WB6WNI, K6MYC, Bozo Net, 6 meters, looking into the Bay Area for any further check-ins. Over. Nothing heard. Rob, we could go down. Well, let's see. There isn't any reason to go down south.
Did you go down and catch Lee?
Do what?
Did you go down and catch Lee?
no, we got Lee. I didn't point right at him, but when I first heard him, I was pointed at him, and then I swung back up to get the other station, and I dropped Lee down. But no, he had copy on me, and we exchanged. So we got 10-8-9, 10-9-8.
Okay, I thought it was kind of quick, but okay. No, I don't know of anybody else down that way.
Okay, well, I'll spin that way just for fun. Go that way, lower Santa Clara and Monterey. Anyway, if you're still there, Lee, you may not be, but if you're still there, this should be better for you. AF6 United, K6MYC.
I think I might have heard Carrie in there.
A carrier in there?
Carrie, KC5DTU.
KC5DTU? Well, howdy. You got a warm jacket on out there?
I got a little mini heater and it's trying to keep warm, but it's not doing very good.
Okay, 712, we've got you. Anyway, I can get more your direction, Kerry. You're a little light, but not bad. Go ahead, make a transmission, and we'll pick you up. Rob, let's do this. Rob, talk to him, and then I'll peek on him. Go ahead, Rob.
Good to hear you in there, Kerry. You surprised me, but I thought I heard your voice and part of your call sign there, so I guess I was right.
Yeah, roger that. I've been sitting here since about on the half hour and heard Mike talking up north there, so waiting for an opening.
Yeah, sometimes you got to wait a long time, haha.
Yeah, roger that. But anyhow, it's better late than never, so I made it.
Yeah, very good, Kerry. By the way, that lady that you sent to us a couple of days ago, what was her name? Had an easy first name and a difficult second name. Boy, she was hard to follow. She was very much academic in her presentation, and it was too fast and too heavy. You remember that one?
Yeah, roger that. There was some good info in there, and I'll have to go back over it because it's been a while, Michael, but I thought it very interesting, some of the things that she was putting out there, but again, from an academic standpoint.
Yeah, well, I was just, she was saying some stuff that was different, but I don't have any level of credibility on her. She sounded like she knew what she was talking about, but sometimes you can hear people that really sound good, and they sound like they know what they're talking about, and they're giving you total BS. Over.
Roger that. Well, I did a little research on her. She's legit, but like I said, hard to follow because she comes at it from an academic standpoint.
Yeah. And that was all. It was late at night. Judy and I were sitting there, and we listened to her, and we listened to it, and we kept repeating little pieces of it. But at times I couldn't follow her. She was jumping around a little bit as well, and referring to things that we had no knowledge of in some cases, and that makes it difficult to confirm and correlate. But it was interesting, and you're right. She did have some different takes on things. And if it's believable, it was completely new to us. But it was interesting, but thank you for sending that. And we found her again somewhere else. Another little guy, Matt Moore. Judy listens to Matt Moore. I don't know if you followed him, but she's found him on the blog. He has usually a 15 or 20 minute show. And I think he had her in there for about 5 minutes one day. Same lady. So obviously a lot of people are cross-referencing each other. Do you ever hear Matt Moore?
I haven't heard that name. I'll have to research it.
He seems to be he's very opinionated. He's much more opinionated than, let's say, like somebody like LT. Much more to the point. And maybe over the top and somewhat more like Trump, the way Trump talks. He doesn't beat around the bush. Over.
Roger that. Well, for sure, I'll have to check him out and see what he's saying.
Okay. Matt Moore, M-A-T-T-M-O-O-R-E, I believe, but I haven't seen it in print myself. Anyway, yeah, you might find him interesting and different. All right. Anyway, thanks for all that stuff, Kerry. We're keeping up with it. And we've got Rumble now, so sometimes we get the Rumble LT transmission before you send it. You could probably skip it if you want. We don't. I don't know if we get the two financial and political other ones. They're different people. I'm not sure if they're on Rumble, but I know that we've been listening to And We Know, but not the other two. So you might keep sending those when you find them interesting. Over.
Roger, will do. And I'll promise to try and follow up sooner so that I can better talk about what was going on. Some of that stuff I know from other inside information, and that's why it was more appealing to me, and I thought you would find it interesting.
Yes, I did. Okay. I may want to get to you sometime this week, too. You're a chiropractic person, and also does she do stem cell stuff, or does she just do red light therapy? This shoulder of mine, I fell down a week or two ago and hurt my shoulder. This is a shoulder that was damaged many years ago, and I just can't seem to get it back to normal. It's no matter where I'm doing, I get it better in one direction, but it's giving me some trouble, and I thought it might be good to have a chiropractor look at it, or somebody with some skills. And I've tried to red light the thing on it, and it works a little bit, but I may not be doing as good as they can do in an office. So I may want to. Is that person chiropractic and red light in one place?
That's affirmative. He's pretty good, and he is one of us.
Okay, good deal. Well, I may tap on you if this thing doesn't clear up by next week. I may just see if we can get an appointment with him. Is he hard to get an appointment with?
I don't think so. He's a pretty young guy. Well, I should say young compared to me, but like I said, he's pretty much up to date, and he is talking on the same level as we are about things that's going on.
Well, you are pretty old. You were born when Christ was still a kid, weren't you?
When Mount Fuji was being made.
Okay. All right, enough of that. Rob, any comments from you there? Go ahead, Rob.
I can't compete with that. I'm just standing by listening.
Oh, come on, Rob. You got to say something. Anyhow, I'm starting to shiver, so I'm going to get out of here, but I'll be in contact. Let me know what you want to do, Michael, and I'll put you in contact with him.
Yeah, next time you call me, we can get his name, and I may give him a jingle and tell him what my situation is. This is an odd shoulder. It was repaired many, many years ago after I damaged it one time when what the hell did I do? I fell on a bike accident and dislocated it badly. Lived with that dislocation for several years and finally had it fixed. But it's always been a little tweaky, and now it's gotten I jammed it, jammed it into the shoulder cup, and it's just it goes through spots where I can't get past without twisting it a little bit weird, then I can raise my arm up. But I can't get my arm up and down easily without one spot that just really hurts. And once I get above it, I can sleep with my arm over my head. But getting there is from down at my side to over my head is a problem. The mid-range is where I'm really having trouble. And I don't remember ever having this problem with this shoulder. So it was something that I did when I fell. And I fell on it, but I didn't realize at the time that I had really jammed it, and apparently it hurt the socket somewhere. And I'm sure I've had some stem cells in there already, so I know that the shoulder's not in the best of shape. So anyway, he could probably take a look at it, maybe even take an X-ray. Does he take X-rays or anything?
I'm not sure. I'm sure they have it. It's a complete chiropractic center, and Laura has been the main patient. I just get in there and start yakking, and before I know it, we're in there half an hour or more.
Okay, sounds good. All right, well, I think we're done with the net here. Let me get out of here, go back in and finish up the evening. We got some, I think, a couple of things to look at on the computer, and then taper it off into the nighttime, so to speak. Good night, Kerry. Best of Laura in the background there. I think I've got the phone numbers sorted out, but maybe not. So if I call you and I get Laura, you'll still know we haven't got it right yet. KC5DTU for final, and then over to Rob, K6MYC.
Okay, Michael. You guys have a good evening, and say hello to Judy there for me. And Rob, I'm not going to stick around for your final. Like I told Michael, I'm starting to shiver, so I'm going to get the heck out of here. So K6MYC and KM6SRR, KC5DTU.
Go ahead, Rob.
73, Kerry.
There's the final. That was quick enough. I don't think that slowed you up. Good night, Kerry. Okay, anybody else, while I'm pointed out sort of as far south as I can get this antenna, it's probably down toward Atascadero, but I don't think we got anybody down that way. QRZ, 6 meter, Bozo Net, last call, kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie, Delta Mike 07, calling and listening. Okay, nothing heard. We'll park it for tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on one band or another here. Rob, over to you, KM6SRR, and then over to Aaron if he's still in there, K6USY, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Hey, I got one question. When Jim was calling in on 6 meters for 52, was 52 on 222 and not on 6?
Who was that?
N6RO.
6RO.
Coming back up your way, Ken. We called you, 835. Let's see here. I'm just getting your way, Ken, but I'm sure that the propagation is good enough. That should be pretty good there, Ken. Yeah, I listed him. He called on 6 meters, Rob, so I checked him in on 6, even though it was a CW check-in. I got him. I knew who it was, so I checked him in on 6, and I also checked in 52 on 432 on 222. Rob, over.
Okay, so 52 was not on 6. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, 52 was for the 222 check-in thing. All right, up to you, Ken. Good evening. You must have been eating dinner when we called you 3 or 4 times earlier. N6RO and the group K6MYC.
K6MYC and 6RO. Yeah, I was engrossed in a music concert, and sort of time got away from me. Nothing new to report, really. We're holding about in the top 15 on the 160 contest, with most of the scores reported. That's as much as we could do with the conditions we had. Anyway, you see it on 1296, next, N6RO.
Yeah, by the way, audio is clear here, beautiful, and no problem, but it was just garbage on 222, so it's getting worse. The last transmission, when you keyed up to say good nighty-night or something, it didn't even come through. All I got was...
Yeah, I think we got a transverter issue, because it works fine on all the other HF bands, but the transverter does some strange things. Anyway, we'll find the problem. One of my engineers coming out this week, and they always can fix it. N6RO.
Yeah, okay. What's the IF?
I think 10 meters.
Okay, well, you could just try a different radio into it. And you can always call me on the phone. I can get on 220 real easy. All I have to do is walk in the shack here in the house, so I can get on 220 and check it with you anytime if you want.
Well, that particular station is the only place that I've got the antennas hooked to.
Yeah, well, you've got logistics issues. I'm just saying any old 10-meter radio going into it, if you can key them up properly, then it would test it. But your guys can find it, I'm sure, but it's really bad, so you've got to get that fixed.
Yeah, we'll certainly do it before the contest, and hopefully before next week. We'll see you.
All righty, good evening, and thanks for coming in here on the music concert. I know how that gets to be. Judy tapped on me this morning, and she gives me 7 taps, and that's 7 o'clock, because I can't hear her. So she gives me 7 taps, and that's 7 o'clock. And I rolled over and said, okay, and I finally reached up and grabbed one of my hearing aids and put it in, and she was quiet, and I just said, oh, 7 o'clock's too early to get up, but at least it's a warning. And next thing I know, she said, taps me again, she says 5 to 8, and I felt like it was 2 minutes later. What the heck? I said, I guess I fell back to sleep, and she said, yeah, I did too. So I know how those minutes can slip away, Ken.
Roger that. And I have waking up too early problems, but I usually stick it out and go back to sleep.
Bill, I wasn't going to do that. I was just going to get up and take a shower, but 5 to 8 didn't give me time to get out, get the shower, and get into the radio room here for an 8 o'clock meeting with my guys. So I didn't skipped it, and I took it and took the shower after the meeting, after the little rumble that we had this morning. All righty, take care. See you tomorrow. 1296 it is. N6RO, and back to you, Rob, K6MYC.
Good night.
Good night, Ken. N6RO, KM6SR. I missed what he was having for dinner, Mike.
Oh, you missed what he had for dinner? What did he have for dinner? Was it, well, it's Thursday night, so it wasn't chicken salad. What did you have for dinner, Ken?
Yeah, it was turkey dinner number 6. I'm still chewing away on that dinner for 8. So it means I got 2 more days. I'm going to put the meat in the freezer and come back to it at Christmas.
Yeah, what was it? Chicken or turkey, I mean?
Yeah, turkey. It's that turkey dinner I got from Costco that I thought was for 2, and it was actually for 8.
Oh, there you go. So, well, hopefully it was priced for 2. That would be a real good deal, even though you get a little tired of it after a while. I understand. Good night, Ken. Go ahead, Rob.
All right, good night, Ken. N6RO, KM6SR.
Okay, what do you got for a count, Rob?
Let me count.
By the way, Mike, I had my first real bath in the walk-in tub today with a new water heater.
Well, no wonder your voice is so clear. I wonder why it's so bad on 222. Yeah, okay, wonderful. And how was that co-pilot? Did co-pilot go in there with you, or could you run the machine by yourself?
Got the equalizer to work a little better.
I doubled with you. I didn't get that. What I asked you was, did you have to take a co-pilot in there to run the machine, or could you do it by yourself?
Do what by myself?
Did you get the bath in the tub working by yourself, or did you have to take a co-pilot in there with you?
Oh, no. It took a long time to fill, but it was hot all the way. I think the fill up the tub time is dependent on my water pressure, which I think is a little bit low. But anyway, it finally filled the tub, and it was warm all the way up, and felt good after I got it. So I'm going to do that many more times. N6RO.
Yeah, very good. Well, that worked. What I asked you the other night, you never did answer me. We were having trouble getting through. Did you end up with the wiring system, the heating system? Did you get the $4,500 version or the $7,000 version?
Took the $4,400 version. Those other 2 bids were just way out of market. So it was an easy choice. It's a local company, and they're a good plumber to have.
Well, good, good. I'm glad that you didn't get stuck with something that you shouldn't have paid extra for. I'm glad you did your due diligence here. Good enough. Good evening. See you tomorrow, K6MYC.
Roger. Night-night.
Okay, what do you got, Rob?
I counted 21.
21? Jesus, I got a lot more than that.
Well, I don't know where I went wrong, I guess. Send me a picture.
I'll send you a picture. All right. See you later. See you tomorrow. KM6SRR and the group, K6MYC and Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, Bozo 47 signing off on the 6-meter Bozo Net from Central California. K6MYC. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SRR 73.